2024 was the year of the Windows laptop. With so many groundbreaking notebook computers, one of my favorites is the ASUS Zenbook S16, a thin and light laptop that's stunning on the outside and a powerhouse on the inside. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Hi, I'm MICHAELJOSH, your gadget matchmaker, and over the last decade, I've made it my job to show people around the world that tech can be easy, fun, and exciting. On this channel, I give you special access to the products I review, the events I attend, and all the interesting people I get to meet along the way. So, if you're in the market for a new Windows laptop, give this channel a like and subscribe, and I'll help you find the right laptop to match your needs. This is a closer look at the ASUS Zenbook S16 powered by AMD's Ryzen AI processor. If you know me, you'll know that I value good design. And from its packaging alone, you can tell the Zenbook S16 was designed with intention. From a looks perspective, it's definitely not a generic Windows laptop. The finish, for example, is textured and smudge resistant. ASUS calls it Ceraluminum. And if you couldn't guess by that name, it's a combination of two words. Ceramic, known for its resilience, and aluminum, known for its lightness. It's achieved through a process called plasma electrolytic oxidation, and the result is a finish that looks like concrete, but is still smooth to the touch. It's accented with these metallic lines that make up the ASUS monogram. It comes in two colors, Scandinavian white, which is what we have here, and a darker Zumaya gray. I personally love Scandinavian white. It's unique and definitely makes this laptop stand out in a sea of basic laptop bricks. Of all the Windows laptops I've tested over the years, and I've tested a lot, this has got to be one of the most stunning. When you open up the laptop, you'll find the inside matches the outsides. And look at these grills over here. They look very special, especially when you zoom in. That pattern is incredible, and it's not only form, but function. Supposedly, these grills are designed to combat an accidental spill. When it comes to notebook computers, because I travel a lot, I've always valued portability over a big screen. But more recently, because of advances in tech, I've learned that I can have it all. This last year, I'm becoming a big screen, slim laptop kind of guy, and the ASUS Zenbook S16 is a perfect example. It's only 1.1 centimeters thin and weighs 1.5 kilos. And yet, ASUS still managed to fit in a 16-inch screen, which we'll talk about later. Plus, an impressive amount of ports on both sides of the laptop. Other slim and light notebooks could never. It's got a full-sized SD card reader, USB-A port, a headphone jack, two USB 4 Type-C ports, and, believe it or not, a full-sized HDMI 2.1 port. The only thing I would have loved is to have one of the two USB-C ports on the other side. That way, I'm not restricted to charging the laptop on just one side. Still, having this many ports on a thin laptop is great news if you're a heavy multitasker. Speaking of multitasking, being able to do more is really what you get when you go big, or at least a big display on a thin and light like the Zenbook S16. Because of its large display, I can have multiple windows side by side without feeling restricted. My favorite combo is a Google Doc and a browser window, or a brief, especially when I'm working on scripts. If you're a content creator or a video editor working on a project, there's also plenty of space for your files, tools, your timeline, and even a large preview window. Obviously, all of us have different needs when it comes to computers, so you need to ask yourself, do I use a lot of apps at the same time? Do I multitask a lot? And that will help you with your decision on whether or not you need a bigger display. The Zenbook S16 has one of the best screens on a laptop. It's a 3K ASUS OLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, and it's just stunning. So you get rich, vibrant colors, bright whites, and the deepest and truest of blacks. Naturally, this makes it perfect for entertainment, be that watching movies or playing games. Adding to the experience was the great onboard audio. The Zenbook S16 has got an immersive 6-speaker sound system that's 2 tweeters and 4 woofers that offer louder, clearer, and richer sound you can act actually enjoy. It's got Dolby Atmos support and Harman Kardon certification. If those big names don't ring a bell, don't worry, ASUS has carefully tuned the audio of the laptop speakers for the best experience possible. Here, have a listen. Okay, back to productivity. Since I do a lot of writing and browsing, I'm happy to report this keyboard has been a joy to type on. Travel seems a bit shallow than I'm used to, but otherwise okay. The 40% bigger touchpad is great too, and it supports some gestures, so basically it's got built-in controls. Swiping down from the top right corner adjusts system brightness. Swiping on the left side, you can control the volume, or swiping here up from left to right jogs the video you're watching either forward or backward. I also appreciate that despite the minimal bezel around the display, there's still enough space for components like the Windows Hello IR camera used to unlock your device, and microphones and a webcam for video calls. And if work always requires that you be on a Zoom call. So this is a sample recording using the built-in web cameras of the Zenbook S16. The sun is about to set. I'm also here on the rooftop, and I don't know if you can hear it, but I can definitely hear the exhaust, the fans from the exhaust that are here on the roof deck. But you tell me, how do I look and how do I sound? Let me know down below. Like many of the best PCs of 2024, the ASUS Zenbook S16 is also an AI PC. It's got a dedicated Microsoft Copilot key, so all those new AI features built into the OS are one keyboard click away. It's also got a dedicated AI chip with 50 TOPS of performance. Apart from that, ASUS has also built in AI-based tools like StoryCube, a multimedia management tool that uses AI to organize your photo library. With it, you can generate memory videos, identify different people in your photos, as well as group them by scene. It's also got a built-in photo editor, so I can tweak my photos even without the app. While a big screen on a slim and light laptop usually means higher battery consumption, the combination of an improved chip, better heat management, and under-the-hood improvements make these issues non-existent on the Zenbook S16. It also has a sizable 78-watt battery, rated to last a full workday. Now, how long the battery will last will eventually boil down to what you do with your laptop. Video editing, gaming, or watching videos require more power and generate more heat than word processing or browsing. I did notice that the laptop got warmer just after a few minutes of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. To prevent overheating, ASUS added a dual fan module and bi-layer graphite sheet inside. There's also these 3,522 CNC machined cooling vents, which not only boosts airflow by 50%, like I alluded to earlier, they also add a nice design element above the keyboard. Now let's talk about charging. The Zenbook S16 supports USB-C Easy Charge, meaning you can enjoy ultra-fast charging using any compatible charging adapter. Not only that, it can also charge off a power bank. So wherever it is that you want to work or play, you won't need to worry about sitting by a wall output. Now it's time for a GadgetMatch charge test. The Zenbook S16 ships with this 65-watt charging brick. From empty, it got to 36% in 30 minutes, 63% after an hour, and 100% after just a little over 2 hours. Not all slim and light Windows laptops are built the same, but if you're in the market for one, I have one laptop in mind. 2024 is the year where Windows laptops are said to have power that can now rival Apple's M-chip powered MacBooks. And while benchmark scores are not always an accurate indicator of what laptops are capable of, on Cinebench, you can see that this base model Zenbook S16 scored higher than a 15-inch M3 powered MacBook Air. ASUS also offers a more powerful configuration for the Zenbook S16. You can get an AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX370 3070 processor, integrated AMD Radeon 890M graphics, up to 32 gigabytes of RAM, and 1 terabyte of storage. That configuration costs $1699. While the model I'm using has an AMD Ryzen AI 9 365 processor with Radeon 880M graphics, 24 gigabytes of RAM, and 1 terabyte of storage. This one costs $300 less at $1399. So what configuration should you get? Well, again, that all depends on what you're going to use this laptop for. If you want a slim and light laptop for graphics-intensive tasks like video editing and gaming, I recommend spending that extra $300. Not only will you benefit from the faster processor and better graphics, you also get more RAM. But if you just want a laptop for word processing, browsing, and watching videos, the AMD 365 configuration will more than suffice. Finally, if you crave even more portability, ASUS also launched the Zenbook S14 at Computex. We're doing a video on that one next, so if you'd like to see it, make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified as soon as we publish new videos. Follow me on social media for all the behind-the-scenes fun stuff, and for news and updates, make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm MICHAELJOSH. Thanks for dropping by.